Hello folks, this is the BlackWeasel, and today's One Piece chapter 838. Now this is a special video because this is the part where I move the scene from my room towards my office, like my mini office, because like it's just like a desk and a computer and really nice monitor. So like I feel like this is now this will be the permanent place where I started making more videos for BlackWeasel. I'm still lifting, by the way, but like I don't want to seem a little bit repetitive about this. But anyways, let's just go and get right to it. Anyways, One Piece chapter 838. The name of the chapter is called BROPPER. Now, it says from the depths of the world, the 500 million Berryman arc. Apparently, this is the finale because we have the 2-year time skip debut of Shanks. Like. Apparently he's happy seeing the way Luffy's bounty has increased, and it says that at a wedding that takes place within the ruins of a certain island. That doesn't make any sense. Anyways, we had Ben Beckman, and from the previous chapter there was Yasop, but I don't see any Lucky Roo. Also to the right of him I see Rockstar, so it's pretty heartwarming to see. So yeah. Oh hell no! Oh shit. I'll be frank. Manga Panda is filled with ad blockers, so I just got myself a new computer. So I'll install ad blocker after this. Anyways, the scene takes place right after Luffy uses Gear 4th to use Kong Gun on Cracker, and Kong Gun really does the damage. He punches Cracker in the stomach. Like he gets sent flying, and all the talking things they get really surprised. Cracker. It looks like he's struggling a little bit to rise. And anyways, there's a panel of Luffy. He's still jumping in his bouncy man form. And Luffy says, "I'm going to see Sanji." And he's still wheezing as usual. But I don't like the fact that he's still bouncing. Like, he should be able to beat the shit out of Cracker, because that's what happened with Doflamingo. Because he had to use it twice in order to beat the guy. Anyways, Luffy starts charging at him and flying. He says, "Gomu Gomu no." And Cracker looks a little bit pissed. And animals and talking things yell out, "Master Cracker." And Cracker says, "Pretzel." And Luffy is about to receive his attack. Anyways, Luffy uses Kong Gun again. And Cracker used Pretzel Roll again. And his fists collide with Cracker's sword. But it kind of looks, it reminds me of Don Chinjiao when Garp used his fists in order to take down Chinjiao's drill. Like, shh. Anyways. And lo and behold, Luffy punches through Pretzel Roll. It really does the damage. He punches the bejesus out of Cracker's stomach. I'm not sure what it was. It doesn't give any indication. Oh god, this still some damn ads. Like, what the heck? Anyways, the talking things yell out, "Ah, Master Cracker!" And anyways, he's coughing up a little bit of blood. And as Luffy's punch goes away, there's a shot of a grab bubble popping up. I'm not sure what's happening right now. And Luffy is surprised. And there's like a dark object, apparently that's grabbing onto Luffy's arm, and turns out that somebody's getting ready to chop off Luffy's hand. And uh-oh, this could be serious. And holy moly, he actually did it. He actually, Cracker starts slicing Luffy's hand. And Luffy retracts his fist. And this is the first time, Luffy's in pain after being geared forth. Like, this is really changing a lot more. Anyways, he starts bouncing away, and Luffy's still wheezing, and he says, "Huh?" And he says, "Who the hell are you?" And we have a new character introduction to the scene, and the person has a sinister face. Like, he says, "Foo foo," and the guy says, "You gone and done it now. Never thought with some scrub. Not a thought that some scrub like you would be able to break through my armor." Wait a minute, is that really Cracker? Huh, that's weird. So he was using armor all along. Anyways, Luffy's still holding onto his arm. Like, this is really, really bad. And Cracker says, "You seem genuinely perplexed. It's me, Thousand Arms Cracker. Weren't you listening the first time I told you?" And the trees start laughing. They say that, "Bwah ha ha." And Cracker says, "This armor was a favorite of mine." And Luffy says, "Armor? That can't be. I saw you coughing up blood." And Cracker says, "Oh, that was simply a special concoction of jam I made up. The truth of the matter is, I'm actually a biscuit human that ate the bisque fruit." Huh? What the hell? Anyways, Cracker says, "I can produce as many biscuits as my heart desires and manipulate them in ways you can never imagine." And Cracker also said, "Let's see, for the outer lining of my armor, I simply scrounge up some crumbs." And Luffy still looks a little bit pissed. And Cracker said, "With a bit of patience and precision like craftsmanship, ta-da, even mere crumbs can be shaped and molded into the face of a powerful warrior." What the hell? Holy moly. And then Cracker said, "In recent years, objects as simple and basic as biscuits have been evolving, in both shape and form, by the hands of gifted craftsmen such as myself." And more people, more Cracker faces start popping up. And Cracker says, "Still, if it makes you feel any better, you're one of the very few who managed to force me to reveal my true identity. You needn't look any further than the one to post of me that the world government has been spinning around." Cracker says, "It doesn't picture myself, but rather my armor." Huh, that's pretty neato in some ways. And Cracker says, "It just so happens that I absolutely despise pain. Hell, I can't even stand the prick of a shot. No wonder he has lots of armor." And Cracker says, "So that's where my armor comes into play. I can simply control my perfected crafted masterpiece and make new ones if the situation calls for it. That is the power and beauty of my biscuit. Saying my strength is limitless doesn't do it justice." And Cracker says, "It took everything you had to defeat a guy who was nothing more than one of the infinite amount of biscuit I have at my beck and call. I literally only have to lift a single finger." Oh, man. This looks a little bit hopeless. And Luffy is really, really shocked and surprised. And he's still wheezing. And Cracker says, "Has it finally gotten through that thick skull of yours while you never even sniff Vinsmoke Sanji?" And there's a flashback of Sanji in Luffy's mind. He says, "You haven't seen the last of me." And Luffy says, "I'm gonna see him." This looks not good. Anyways, Cracker says, "Kid, it's time I teach you a very important life lesson. There will always be people you come across in life that no matter how much you want to try to defeat them, you'll always end up falling short." And anyways, Luffy comes out with a new attack, and he uses Gomu Gomu no Kong and Cracker is getting ready to use his defense, and he uses Organ. Holy crap! It's he turns his hands into there's 3 arms towards each side, and the Organ it's a meaning for an organ gun. Kanji reads the murder of Crow's cannon. Huh, that's pretty awesome. Anyways, the Cracker, the grunt soldiers, they're using their biscuits as shields, but it's still breaking through. He's beating the shit out of the Crackers. Anyways, and he's still pouring it on, and Cracker says, "Advance." And Luffy is surprised at what's happening next, and there's a whoosh sound being made, and Cracker says, "Honey, pretzel." And he uses the sword in order to jab through Luffy's head, but Luffy ducks it, and Cracker has a sinister, weird smile, and Luffy is still pissed at what's happening. Again, I'll be frank, this chapter is full of action. I really like this. Like, it's a really nice one. Anyways, the scene changes and in a nearby area, and the talking animal says, God, I can't do it. The battle between Master Cracker and Astra is so intense that even being in the vicinity of them is too much for us to handle. Anyways, Nami says, so? And the talking animal said, what? And Nami says, I want to shed a single tear every last one of you died a miserable death. And the animal says, what? And Nami says, Commander Cracker or his mother, the Yonko Big Mom. And Nami asks, which one do you think is scarier? And somebody said, and the animal says, you beat them both, hands down. Anyways, the scene changes towards inside Brule's Mirror's world, and we have now we're seeing Chopper and Crackers doing these days. And Chopper says, "Listen, Carrot, I just came up with an ingenious plan, so you must show me respect and address me as Brother Chopper from now on." And Carrot says, "Sure thing." And Carrot says, "So what is this amazing plan, Bropper?" Ha ha, Bropper. That's the name in the chapter. And Luffy and Chopper says, "Bropper?" Anyways, and Chopper says, "It seems as though this mirror world is connected to every single mirror that exists on the face of Whole Cake Island." And Carrot says, "Now you mention it, yeah." And Chopper says, "So instead of trying to escape this place, it will be our best interest to actually use Brule's power against her." And lo and behold, Carrot and Chopper have chain balls connected to them. That sucks. Anyways, the scene changes on the capital, Whole Cake Island, and somebody says, Pedro. And this is also in Sweet City. And Brooke says, so we managed to sneak inside his body, but Pedro says, worry not, now that we made it this far, we pretty much succeeded in our infiltrated mission. This biscuit soldier moves around with the aid of Big Mom's powers. And Pedro says, once he's finished patrolling the streets, he'll return to the castle to be stored for the remainder of the day. All we have to do now is wait for that moment and seize it. What moment? Anyways, the scene changes towards the next morning inside the Whole Cake Chateau. So, this is now it's time to see what Big Mom is up to. Anyway, somebody says, "Good morning, Ma. Today we'll be welcoming the Vinsmoke into our castle for a meet and greet of sorts, along with the customary exchange of engagement gifts." And Big Mom asks, "How are the preparations for the wedding cake coming along?" And somebody says, "It's on schedule for tomorrow." Anyways, Big Mom says, "It's been a day now. What is the status update on our pest?" And today will pretty much be the final chance of seeing a comrade. And Big Mom says, surely, Jess, won't you assign Commander Cracker to that task? They lost whatever hope they had of putting up a fight. And some talking food says, besides, once Black Leg steps foot inside this castle, And Big Mom's pirate hat starts talking. He says, even if by some miracle they manage to get him unscathed, their odds of meeting him face to face drop to 0. After all, both the tea party and the wedding itself will be taking place right here inside this very castle. And Big Mom's asked that vermin, was all that big talk and bravado just for show? And Big Mom says, either way, I've been told that the Invincible children have not arrived yet. Anyways, the scene changes towards the Gurman Kingdom, and the pirate hat says, I have an update on that. Apparently a short while ago, the last of them have just arrived at a port. Oh, come on. And now we see Vince Smoke Judge. He says, better late than never, I never guessed. My beloved sons have all arrived. And we see Ryuju. And Yanji says, this is going to be one hell of a show. Can't wait to see the look on Sanji's face when he sees them. Oh my god. Anyways, the scene changes at the castle. And anyways, Sanji's a little bit frustrated. And his cigarette drops. And two of his older brothers have arrived. Oh my god. And anyways, one of them says, welcome back. The hell is this crap? Shouldn't he be here to greet us first thing? And the guy says, oh, pop down, Ninja. Well done on your mission. And somebody says, well done on your mission, sirs. And anyway, somebody says, we stand in awe and all left speechless at the fact that the two of you managed to quell the uprising that has been going on in Broccoli. And somebody says, Master Ninja. And we have a character introduction of the second son of the Vince Smoke family. His name is Electric Blue, Vince Smoke Ninja. And we have the another character introduction, the eldest son of the Vince Smoke family, Sparking Red, Vince Smoke Ichinji. Anyways, somebody says Master Ichinji. I don't know how to say it. Anyways, the Vince Smokes have all family assembled, and One Piece. One Piece will go on a break next week. All the Vince Smoke family in one page. Like, Sanji would be so pissed. Yeah. Alright, that's the end of that.